Hello, let's say you want some kind of holographic effect that you want to create with 3D widgets in the Unreal Engine. You have to make a blueprint and then put a widget component in there, and this widget component comes with a default material. This material is able to make a glowing effect for your widget. However, it is not able to make some kind of additional effects like these lines or any other effect you want to have on your material. So let's go through that, because this material, this widget material that comes with the engine, is not explained very well. So we have a look into this material and see how it works. I made a blueprint here with two widgets. One is using the default material for the widgets and one is using a custom material I made. I copied the contents of this material into a new material. So let's open this. There we are. You see some rectangle lights here just to fake some light that is emitting from this glowing widget. The widget above is the one that uses the default material. You can see it here. Actually, it's a material instance that derives from another instance, and this second instance is an instance made from the parent material. And the other widget down below uses a custom material. Let's first have a look at the default material. When we have a look in the level, you can see this material actually glows. So this is possible with the engine material. Just scroll down in the details of the widget and you see tint color and opacity. These channels expect a value from 0 to 1, but as soon as you overdrive one of those channels, the material starts to glow, depending on your post-process settings. Of course, that's possible with the default material. Just have a look here. This is a material instance, another material instance, and this one actually is the parent material. And this one sits inside of the engine folder. When you want to change this one, you want to make sure that you make a copy from it and place it into your project. Otherwise, this material will be changed inside of your engine and will be used all over your projects that you make with this engine version. And that's the material. You see 4 parameters here, and these parameters have special names: opacity from texture, tint color and opacity, back color and slate UI. You must not change those names because these parameters directly communicate with your widget. Let's have a look. These are the details of this widget component, and the slate UI is there to display your font. When we scroll down till we find the rendering section, you will find all those other parameters here. The background color is driven by the back color parameter. Opacity from texture here is driven by this parameter, and tint color and opacity is driven by tint color and opacity parameter. I don't know why they did not comment this material, because it's quite crucial to know this when you want to make other versions of this material. So let's see how I made my material, my custom material, and we scroll up. This is the other material. That's a material instance and it derives from the parent material. When we have a look here in the tint color and opacity, we see that there is no overdriven channel. I'm driving this glow effect by another parameter. You don't have to overdrive your channels anymore to make it glowing. Let's see how this works. This is a material instance. You can see an emissive intensity of 100, quite heavy. And you see this color here. It's a default color. However, you see that this color in the material instance is not used. When we go over to the 3D widget, we see that this color is used. So this color here drives the value inside of your material instance. It will override it. Let's go back and see how this parent material looks. I tried to put some comments in it in order to make it better to understand it, what happens. Inside of those orange comments, you see the parameters that you must not change by their name. The other, like the emissive intensity and some stuff drive black lines here, you can change these, of course. They are not communicating with your 3D widget component. However, those other ones must stay with these names. Okay, I will put the material in a paste bin and put the link to it in the comments. And that's it. This is how you can change the materials of your 3D widgets. Thank you. Bye.